Basketball. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This has been quite the redemption story for L.A. In the 2016-17 season, there seemed to be a rift between him and Spurs management. Had a very difficult time. Finding his way, wasn't used to being an anchor down low at the post position, but this is the brilliance of Greg Popovich. Sat him down, spoke to him man-to-man multiple times, and got LA to buy into something bigger than himself, which is the reason why he is one of the most dominant bigs in the league.
Beyond the arc for three, his first effort off the mark. Oh, a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Jay, DeMar DeRozan fell in love with Toronto as a player and a person. Now, the worst places to go than San Antonio and what they built. But no question, DeRozan's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
He most definitely is, and he will embrace Greg Popovich and also the San Antonio Spurs. But that trade really affected him. And to all the fans out there who said, well, you got a lot of money, who cares? I'm going to read you what DeMar DeRozan said. He said, people say, what are you depressed about? You can buy anything you want. I wish everyone in the world was rich so they would realize money isn't everything. It's about loyalty for DeMar DeRozan.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Booker. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker to Jackson. It's blocked by Gasol.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball.
I got ball.
To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
The assist from number 22, Rudy Gay.
To Booker. Has a chance. Booker's shot off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
DeRozan with it. The lead is 11. Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot that misses.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Booker. Fires the three. Good sign that time, Jay, as they going to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday.
That's the way to do it. Gasol to DeRozan. Has a look. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Stepping in for the Spurs, number 25,
And gets both to drop at the line. Phoenix with it.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Crawford to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker guarded by Jakob Poeltl.
Hands off. Get the board.
Gets a shot up off the mark to Murray. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
DeJounte Murray trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Crawford to Booker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good, a three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. DeRozan to Murray. Blocked away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 8, Patty Mills. And number 1.
Bellinelli matched up with Booker. Down low, Aldridge.
Close out. Close out.
Can't connect from in close. Josh Jackson to Booker. Cleans it up. Oh, Aldridge.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Phoenix Suns, number 3, Trevor Ariza. And number 30, Troy Daniels.
Crawford. The Suns with 4 to shoot.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
Here's Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it. Utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Cruises inside for 2.
2 years ago, I got a chance to go to Reading, PA, and watch Lonnie Walker play. After his high school game, we got a chance to speak, and he broke down something to me that I never really thought about before. Did you know that Reading, PA typically is at or near the top of the list of U.S. cities with the lowest median household income of around $25K? Let me tell you why Lonnie inspires me. On draft night, he tweeted out something that was so real to all of his fans and any young kid out there. He said, be true to yourself because anything is possible. Believe in yourself. Look at me. I'm just a kid from Reading. He made it.
First free throw is good.
For San Antonio, number 22, Rudy Gay. And number 11.
Two for 2 on that trip. San Antonio with the basketball. Patty Mills. No good.
I missed it.
To Crawford. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Mills in possession. Up a dozen. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We played one at AT&T Center with the Spurs out in front. Jay and I back with more from San Antonio after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Mills in possession. They lead it by 14. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Another shot stays out. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
It was right there.
Hey, look, no disrespect to Dwayne Casey of Toronto. I mean Detroit, because he was the coach of the year for Toronto, even though he got fired. But for Greg Popovich to lead this team to 7th place in the Western Conference with 47 wins is beyond me. I do not understand how he is not the coach of the year. When you have a guy like Manu Ginobili, who is older than me, and he's able to lead this team to where they were last year, that says everything you need to know about Pop.
One thing, Jay, you're not 40 years old yet, so that's good. And two, they had to reinvent how they did things last year. Kawhi Leonard played barely 10 games last season, so they found a way to do it. Then you add DeRozan. I'm so interested to see what this Spurs team is going to be. Yes, you lose Kawhi, but you never really had him last year either. Mills in possession. His guys holding the big lead. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Patty Mills, guarded by Dragan Bender. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 5 for 6.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan, and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, you might have a chance to stop the big man.
Has a chance, wide open, too easy. You can't give him that look.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Phoenix.
Booker, guarded by Jakob Poeltl. No, I missed a short one there. Josh Jackson. Oh, he had it. San Antonio ball. To Rudy Gay. Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Good look that time, but off the mark. Into the front court, it's Booker. Down a bundle. Almost. Unlucky bounce to Booker. Wide open look, won't go. Jay Cohen signing with Tim Duncan, being taken #1 in 1997. 21 straight years the Spurs have made the playoffs. Last year, as tough as any for them to crack the top 8.
And when this team didn't get Kawhi Leonard back, I thought there was no way that they would make the playoffs. And for this team to finish one of the 7 teams vying for 6 spots, that goes to show you how talented of a coach Greg Popovich is. And at the beginning of the year, Ed, if I had told you without Leonard on the court, that a lineup of Paul Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay, DeJounte Murray, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Kyle Anderson would be the 7th seed in the West and make the playoffs, would you have believed me?
It takes a great conductor. Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Tough shot. And when Devin Booker scores, he scores in bunches. It was only a couple of years ago he had that 70-point game in the Boston Garden. This kid can fill it up when he gets hot.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. DeRozan picked up by T.J. Warren to Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Booker guarded by Murray. To Jackson. Turned away by Aldridge.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Spurs in possession. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't end a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Screen coming.
Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To DeRozan. Has a look. DeMar DeRozan. He's 3 for 7.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing one.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Works it up top. Booker. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker. Good closeout. Still knocks it down.
Ed, when somebody's destroying you with the fundamentals of the game, we call that a clinic.
DeJounte Murray picked up by Booker. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Booker with it. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. Booker on the drive, but a shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. All Spurs so far.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Spurs entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs. The Suns have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Phoenix Suns have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it.
Player of the half.
LaMarcus Aldridge tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Aldridge. Rudy Gay lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Murray with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Rudy Gay. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Here's Booker on the drive, but a shot misses. Count the bucket for two.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Not getting the bounce. Another shot won't go either. Murray into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Rudy Gay slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Booker picked up by DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. DeJounte Murray. Slams it home on the putback.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
To Booker. Turn around, it's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
DeJounte Murray. To Rudy Gay. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Murray. Aldridge with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys down big. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Shot from the lane won't go. To Booker. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Rudy Gay scores from in close.
Shoot. Shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
New blood coming in for both sides. From the painted area, won't go down. Trevor Ariza picked up by DeJounte Murray. Won't go down. The follow won't go either. Josh Jackson gets it at the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, it's an old school approach in a modern era.
I love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern day style of the way the NBA is being played by shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
To Aldridge. The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Aldridge. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. Oh, Aldridge up to block it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Hey, talk to me.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Spurs have it to Aldridge. That's blocked by Ariza.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Murray into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. DeRozan picked up by Josh Jackson. It's Ayton with the rebound. To Jackson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Patty Mills guarded by Devin Booker. To Rudy Gay. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Devin Booker, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Here he come. Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 12, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
The shot turned away by Pirtle.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Crawford. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jakob Poeltl. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 1, Devin Booker. And number 20, Josh Jackson.
Booker with it. The margin standing now at 7. Drives, but his shot won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Crawford. Curling inside. Gets a look. Can't hit. Mills in possession. The lead stands at 9. Gasol to Patty Mills. Poeltl shot no good. Josh Jackson above the rim on that.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
San Antonio with the basketball. The rebound taken by the Spurs. Mills in possession. Lead stands at 7. Layup goes down. Well done.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Patty Mills, guarded by Devin Booker. To DeRozan. Rudy Gay to DeRozan. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Crawford. Booker. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
DeRozan with the basketball. Leads 3. To Patty Mills. Down low, Aldridge. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Crawford to Booker. Great pass to set it up. Crawford. That no good. Off the mark. DeRozan with it. Up 5. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
From long range, the rebound taken by San Antonio. To Patty Mills. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
A shot no good there for Booker. To Crawford. Booker. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Booker. To Crawford. Booker. Turned away by Jackson.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he's denied by Jackson.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Shot from in close, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Spurs will take the timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining. Changes coming from both sides right now. Rudy Gay. To DeRozan. Send it.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. To Murray. Cleans it up. Another shot stays out. And the basket good at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Murray. And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for two.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
LaMarcus Aldridge, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Able to convert on both free throws. Booker against Rudy Gay. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
To Aldridge. Has a chance. And the Suns right there for the rebound. Josh Jackson. Won't go down. Gasol to DeRozan. It's a big finish. Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Trevor Ariza matched up with Aldridge. DeAndre Ayton goes to the right side. For three, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
DeRozan, defended by Trevor Ariza. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Booker. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's the Spurs who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs did what great teams do best. Finish. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the San Antonio Spurs. The Suns must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
LaMarcus Aldridge seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming game for the San Antonio Spurs. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.